Many people don't believe in a Christian God because they believe he is evil. This is also an argument atheists use. Some unbelievers say that the Christian God is worse than Satan. So let's explore the question, is God evil? So the first one I thought of when making this video was moral laws, which is knowing right from wrong. This week is a big problem because if God was evil, why would he give us consciousness? Secondly, the human body is very detailed, and so is the universe. God should put a lot of love and care into his creation. And on top of that, if God is evil, why did he create so amazingly? Now, if I was this evil God, I wouldn't create because I'm selfish and prideful. Or if I did, I would make everyone win. I'll make no one be able to understand good and evil. I would do as many evils as I want because I would be able to get away with it. But here's another argument non-Christians use. Why does God let bad things happen? This question is answered in the book of Job. The story begins in heaven when Satan and God are having a sort of trial, with the devil believing that one of God's servants is only serving the Lord out of self-interest. God gives Satan permission to test Job's faith. Job loses his servants, his horns, his wealth, and 10 of his children, in addition to getting the disease hyper-IgE syndrome. Job eventually confronts God about his suffering, but while he doesn't directly give Job an answer, God shows him why he's trustworthy, and Job repents. Unfortunately, some people say this was God making a bet with the devil and telling Job to be quiet. But God tests faith to strengthen it. And the reason parents suffer is in the world is because of sin. And because God gave us the ability to make our own decisions. The reason God tests people's faith is so it can be strengthened. And another argument is God's demand for worship. But first off, worshiping God is more than singing to or about Him. It's also submitting to His will. Therefore, here's two reasons you should worship God. Because it's celebrating Him, obviously. And because it acknowledges His position as the Most High. The remaining arguments are more serious. The first is God's divine justice. Honestly, I say us humans are a bit soft on evil. God, we need to suffer because we sin. Well, what about hell, you may ask? Again, we need to suffer because of our evil. And that's why Jesus died for us. And people want help forever because Jesus' sacrifice has infinite worth. And it has infinite worth because Jesus is sinless. Also, the Holy Spirit convicts the world of sin because of people's resistance. Their hearts become hardened enough to the point where they're locked into eternal damnation. Yes, this is the unforgivable sin, and God hardens people's hearts. However, God does this as a last result. As mentioned earlier, the Holy Spirit convicts the world of sin, and the people refuse to stop sinning. And refusing to stop doing evil isn't unforgivable. I don't know what is. Well, I hope you guys realize that God really is good. Farewell and thanks for watching.